In the 1600s, there were pirates and the navies battling for control of the sea. Today, the same chaos is brewing above us, not in ocean but in orbit. Because here is the truth: space law is broken, outdated, and weak. Also unable to keep up with the speed of rocket billionaires and the rising superpowers. So, in this chapter, we are diving into a legal vacuum of space, a place where the next war might be fought before the first constitution is even signed. Back in 1967, during the Cold War, world powers signed the Outer Space Treaty. It says no one can claim ownership of celestial body, no nukes or weapon of mass destruction in space. Space must be used for benefit of all mankind. Sound is good, right? Except it has no enforcement, no code, no policy, no consequence. And now the world has changed since 1967. Today, we have a private companies with more power than countries, satellite swarms like Starlink, nation testing anti-satellite weapons, plans to mine the moon and the star. Elon Musk wants to land people on the moon. China plans a moon base by 2035. The US just signed the Artemis Accords, a new set of moon law. But China didn't sign. Russia refused. So, who owns the moon? Technically, no one but perfect. No. Practically, whoever gave there first and whoever can define it. Welcome to the new land world. Space isn't just for exploring. It's for surveillance. Satellites now control global internet, GPS, missile targeting, climate data, banking network. The US has over 3,000 satellites, China over 700, Russia also around 150. And they are watching everything, even each other. Some can even attack with lasers or robotic armies or by simply slamming into a target. It's a Cold War in zero gravity. In 2007, China tested an anti-satellite missile and blew up one of its own satellites. The debris threatened the inter-orbit. In 2021, Russia did the same. The US has now formed a space force and the NATO declared a space of dominance of warfare. Translation: the next global conflict might start above your head, and no treaty can stop it because space is no longer peaceful. It's tactical, strategic, and practical. Here is real legal knife. SpaceX is an American company. It launches from Texas, but its satellite orbit over China, and its moon base might land on shared lunar soil. So, whose law applies? Texas law, US federal, international law, or no law at all? Now imagine if something goes wrong, a crash, a disease, a satellite hack. The codes on Earth are powerless in space, and most companies are just making up the rules as they go. The new colonialism. Here is a darker question we need to. Are we creating space colonialism? Elon wants to make life multiplanetary. China wants to extend its sovereignty into orbit. Bezos wants to zone Earth for beauty and move industry to orbit. But who decides what's fair? Who protects a smaller nation? Who speaks for future maritime who haven't even been more yet? Without law, the powerful will write history, and the star might become the next battlefield of exploitation. Space was supposed to unite humanity. Instead, it might divide us legally, militarily, ideologically. And unless we fix the law before the rocket land, the final frontier won't be a place of peace. It will be the next Wild West. Space is silent, but if war breaks out up there, the consequence will echo everywhere. Imagine this: no internet, no GPS, no war. A space war doesn't need robots on the moon. It just needs one missile, one hacker satellite, one chain reaction to bring modern life to its knees. We will talk about the die-ers lot. It could begin with something small, a cyber attack, a signal jump, and a single destroyed satellite. But in space, destruction multiplies. One satellite shatters and a piece hits other. This is called Kessler syndrome, a domino effect of debris that can make orbit unusable for decades. And with so many nations and the private companies in orbit, attribution is hard. Was it China? Was it SpaceX? Was it Rogue hackers group? Confusion led to panic, and the panic led to escalate. We are not talking lasers from Star Wars. We are talking real technology already tested. Kinetic kill vehicles like missiles without a warheads, orbital bombardment rods from gas that hits nuclear force, microwave with phase circuits, EMF satellites to block out communication, AI-guided space door that can hand follow and disable. And this is scariest part. You don't need a space flight to attack. You can do it from laptop from anywhere. If a war starts in space, this will be the first target. Military satellite. Ace and the use of the army depot, GPS constellation. Crucial for missile ships and phones, communication hubs, a vital for internet and the command system. Space satellite always watching. Destroying just a few could blend intonation or cause mass confusion in a time of war. A space war doesn't stay in space. It hits us fast and hard. Planes lose GPS, bank cannot transfer funds, hospital lose satellite internet, stock markets collapse, and the military system lose coordination. Imagine a city-wide blackout, then imagine it global. That's what a fully blown space conflict could do. Don't think this is fantasy, it's already happening. The US Space Force is training soldiers at orbital warfare. China's strategic support force is hacking, jumping, and fall. Russia has tested satellites intercorporate. Israel, India, and Iran are building anti-satellite weapons. Everyone is watching in the skies and waiting for the first strike, because once someone crosses the line, there is no going. Let's say the worst weapon, debris chokes orbit. Satellites are gonna, we are blind and offline. Could we bounce back? Yes, but it will take years. New network, new laws, global cooperation, billion-dollar repairs. But here is the dangerous. If we lose space once, the trust between nations might never recover. And the frontier become a battlefield forever. We want to space chasing peace. We might destroy it chasing power. But even in war, there is a choice to rebuild, to protect the stories, to remember that after we are all just passengers on a pale Pluto.